Hey everybody, it's me, Dina, your dating diva, and I know it's been a few days, but I'm back, and we are going to discuss today an article from Miss Rory Ray, who happens to be a well-known relationship expert. I get a lot of her articles, and she has a lot of programs out there that women could pay to be a part of to learn how to be that woman that attracts the perfect man, or to be in a loving long-term relationship. And today we're going to discuss an article that she wrote that is called "Become the Type of Woman Who Can Effortlessly Make a Man Feel Helplessly Attracted and Deeply Connected." As a part of this article is a program called Modern Sirens. Now, I did not do the program myself, but I'm going to give you the basics of what I got from her article, and then if you choose to do the program, you definitely could. The total on the program, the full program price is $199.85, but you might just get everything you need from us, just sitting here, real talk. So, she has to say, there was a time in her life when she thought she would never find a good man to fall in love with. Which is, she's surpassed that now because she's married with a family. But it's because she kept ending up in dead-end relationships with men who didn't really love her the way she deserved to be loved. And isn't that what we're all looking for, is somebody to love us the way we deserve to be loved and respected? They claim to love me. They claim to love her, but would tell her after months or years of dating that she was a great friend. Been there, done that. But she also says it wasn't their fault. She said she wasted a lot of time when she was younger chasing or pining away for relationships that were never going to work, that she knew was never going to work. And I think we've all been guilty of that. And it always caused her to feel unloved and unappreciated. Again, been there, done that. And it wasn't so much that she picked the wrong men, it was that she didn't know how to recognize when a man wasn't really attracted to her on an emotional level. They can be attracted on a physical level, on a friendship level, but if they're not connected to you emotionally, then it's not going to last. Beauty fades. Physical fades. She said she didn't know the difference between being loved as a friend and being really deeply loved by a man. Now, the first trick to being able to find somebody to love you deeply, to give you their undying affection, is, first, in my opinion, and I think she hits on this point somewhat in her text, but it says you have to know yourself. And I say you have to know yourself. You have to know what you want, what you will and will not put up with, and that's for sure, because once you set those boundaries, once they surpass those boundaries, then you're out of there. Or you say, hey, you need to come correct, or this just ain't gonna work. So she says she wasted a lot of time trying to be more attractive, manipulating the situation, and pining away hopelessly, and generally making herself miserable. Every woman has been there. Every woman has been there. And if you haven't, then you're one of the lucky ones. Relationships should be based on friendship, period. Because, as we said, beauty's going to fade. Sex is going to fade. Your sex drive is going to fall off. You have to have something to talk about. You have to be able to communicate with each other. So having a relationship that is based on friendship is ideal. And I put this in my notes. If I knew then what I know now, I would have spent more time just being me. But of course, that comes with experience and maturity and getting to know yourself a little bit better. A 20-year-old does not know themselves very well, so it takes some time and relationship experience to get to that point. So, she said she had to do something because she really wanted that kind of warm, supportive, and loving relationship with a man. Don't we all? Does the man you're with keep telling you he's not sure about what he's feeling or what he wants? Now, my favorite is, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Or, of course, everybody's favorite, it's not you, it's me. I've come to the point where I just believe them. It must be them because I know I'm a great catch, and it's their problem if they can't see it. So that's just to the point where I'm at. Do you do more for your boyfriend or husband only to get much less back in terms of how much support, attention, and affection he gives you? That's definitely a problem for me. I think we had this discussion in my last blog. I tend to give because that's just me. I love that feeling of making somebody happy, of making that other person happy. I'm not necessarily looking for anything in return except for maybe gratitude. You know, a little bit of gratitude goes a long way. So why can't you just be yourself, be loving, and get the love you want? Of course you can. That's the whole point of this. That's exactly it. You need to be more of yourself. You need to be you. The problem basically is that as women in modern society, we've been sold a pretty defective bill of goods when it comes to knowing what men want or what it takes to win a man's heart and attract him. Myth number 1. We're told that being sex kittens is the way to attract and keep a man. Now, that might be a way to get his attention, but you can't keep him with sex. You can keep him for a little while, of course, but sooner or later, like I said, your sex drive is going to fade. It's all going to fade away. So you have to connect on a more emotional and spiritual level so you have something to talk about. It says, nothing can be further from the truth. You may attract a man physically, but you'll never get a man to fall in love and stay in love with you, no matter how good you are in bed. Like I said, you'll keep him for a little while, but you're not going to keep him forever. Not using your sex. Myth number 2. We think that we have to look like models and have the charisma of movie stars to attract a man or get his interest. And that's definitely a no-no. I mean, if you look at society today, or Hollywood, or New York today, you see that there are very few celebrity relationships that last. People are getting divorced and they break up all the time. So looking like a model or having the charisma of an actor is not the way to find a man. Looks aren't enough to keep a man in love and passionate about you. I think that's definitely true. And you have to be comfortable in your own skin. Everybody is beautiful in their own way. So, myth number 3. We're taught that if we're smart and witty, he'll be dying to spend time with us. And I'm laughing because if the only way you're attracting men is because you're so informed and intelligent, you'll probably notice that you have a lot of guy pals, but not one of them is wanting to devote his heart to you. Ding, 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 ding. The bell's going off. That's me. That seems to be my problem. I have many guy friends that started out as potentials, but I think it's because I feel that need to be that witty person. I feel like I have to know more about sports than they do, which I love sports. So to know more about sports than them sometimes can be a little emaciating, I guess, is what I've been told. So, and I like to be witty and quirky and funny, and obviously it's not working for me. So, there is something else that attracts a man, and the good news is that it is already a part of who you are as a woman. No more waiting on a man to call you or wondering if you have his heart or not. This is where she gets into her programs. She says the modern Siren program will give you that huge aha moment of knowing that keeping a man magnetically attracted means one thing: being your genuine, feeling, feminine self. Wouldn't it be great to not have to worry ever again that what you're doing is accidentally pushing a man away or turning him off? And every woman does it. We overanalyze everything. Wouldn't you love to know the secret about how to be relaxed and confident while being naturally alluring and irresistible to men? Of course. And you can find out by going to this modern Siren program. Now, I'm not going to pay the $199.85 to go to this woman's program, but I did get a few of her points off of it. It says this program will learn how a man really sees you versus what he wants and hopes you'll be, and how to close the gap without compromising yourself or who you are. You should never do that. Again, that comes with maturity and relationship experience. And you learn how you're accidentally suppressing your own natural power to attract a man. And I think we all do that. I mean, as women, we suppress ourselves. We diminish ourselves in ways we shouldn't have to. We should always feel free to be ourselves. One of her bullet points about her program is the only way to a man's heart is through his heart. You must be in touch with your own emotions and heart. He has to feel emotionally safe with you. He can't feel safe about opening up his emotions to you if you're not emotionally sound. If you're an emotional wreck, it's not going to make him feel safe enough to, to tell you how he's feeling, because you already can't take the way you're feeling. So how's that going to make him feel safe? Connection of the heart has nothing to do with looks, brain, or success. It has to do with how you feel about yourself, your feelings about men, and how you want your life to be. It's all about you. It's all about you. High self-esteem opens your options. You won't put up with disrespect or bad behavior, so a man feels that he has to treat you better. And I think that's definitely true. If you won't put up with his bullshit, he's either going to be out the door or he's going to get it right. Right? Okay. Confidence compels a man to want to be with you. If you're insecure over other women, his job, or his hobbies, or you're carrying a bunch of emotional baggage, that doesn't scream confidence. That doesn't tell him that he can be safe with you, that he's emotionally safe with you. So again, it's all about you. It's all about how you feel about yourself. Because when you're insecure about stuff that he's doing on the side, whether it's, his female friends or his job or his hobbies, that's saying something about you. It has nothing to do with him. You feeling insecure has nothing to do with him. It's all about you. So you need to be okay within you. You have to be okay with yourself first, and not worry about, if he's in love with you, there's going to be no need for those insecurities, because if he feels safe with you, he's going to be okay with giving his all to you, right? Okay. Years of bad info and advice breed fear and misconceptions about yourself and men. And that's true. We listen to our friends all the time. And majority of the time that advice is wrong. I mean, I had a friend who, there was a group of us. She would ask us for relationship advice. And these other women would just be like, oh, he's a loser. You need to drop him. You need to leave him. He ain't worth it. And I would pull her to the side and tell her, hey, if you love him and you think it's worth it, you stick with it. You do the work. He's going to see you wanting to do this work, and he's going to want to do the work too. And you know something? It all worked out for her. She is very happy today. So you can't always listen to what your friends have to say. Like I told her, listen to you. Listen to what's inside your heart. Don't listen to these other women, because they're bitter. They're insecure in their own relationships. So they're going to push that off on you. Learn how to feel confident in your own skin. Don't let your past deter you. Use it as a lesson to boost you, and use it. Basically use it. Don't come into a relationship telling him how crazy your ex was, or how your ex was this, your ex was that. That's not going to make him feel, any better about you. And like I said, her full program is $199.85. But to me, it seems pretty obvious that getting a man to fall in love with you has nothing to do with him. Has nothing to do with him. It's all about you and how you feel about yourself. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Bye.